ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash.
Coach EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2, and he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Ready? Here we go, 46. 26.
Here's Prescott.
Let's go, D.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing, Prescott. He finds his target, it's Schultz. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. Cowboys and Eagles, of course, such a great rivalry. Last year, the Cowboys got the better of the Eagles both times that they met, with Philly coming off their Super Bowl title. But in weeks 10 and 14, it was Dallas beating Philly by a single possession.
Here we go, going to 53. Here we go, 47. 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Remember, of course, he threw 5 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive, same result here.
But it's hard to believe that you can throw 5 in the previous week and start out your very next game the exact same way. He's going to need a lot of support on his own sideline. Make sure he gets really fully, mentally into this one.
Here's Miles Sanders, the rookie second-rounder from Penn State. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Wentz. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Go right in.
Check 53. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got
26.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Pollard going to try the right side. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle it.
Yeah, that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And this one will be brought back to the 22. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Eagles.
Go. Lady!
Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. From midfield, here's Wentz. And almost intercepted. If he could have picked it, maybe some space to go the other way. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The throw by Wentz, caught by Jackson. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this is caught by Jackson. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. We're scoreless after 1. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Check 26, check 26. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Check 4. Grade 15, grade 15.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Wentz. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a give, right side. Pollard, he'll have a 1st down past the 40.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a first down. With Cole Beasley now in Buffalo, you think that might open up some more targets for Michael Gallup. Last year as a rookie, 33 catches for the Dallas Cowboys. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Mike 54. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here we go, 46. Go. Get out there. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the ball. Hey, 47. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. I'm coming. 26.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Blake Jarwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
50. Waiting. I got it. Strong right.
They'll run with Sanders. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Check 15. X3. 218. Chop. What's that?
On 2nd and very short. Wentz. Stepping up. He'll try and run. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 1st down, Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. Got an open man. It's Scott. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. Wentz now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 16, Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting in a field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Hey, kill. 27. 53, Mike. Double dash, there we go, kill. 53 is the Mike. Hey, defense, let's go.
Prescott on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Watch the pass. 58 to Mike.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Leads to 2nd and goal from the 10-yard line.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here.
27-yard attempt.
And the kick by Elliott is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
47.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Jump 26.
Final play of the half, Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 35. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll go again with Sanders. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, the returns for the Cowboys on Leighton Vander Esch have been pretty good so far. You know, a lot of Cowboy Nation questioned when they took him number 19 overall a season ago instead of Calvin Ridley. But Leighton Vander Esch would get 140 tackles last year, franchise rookie record for Dallas en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
35 yards that time on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 45 on 2nd down, Prescott. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Let's go. Hey.
Prescott from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Trevor Williams there on the coverage.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Running with Elliott. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. A very solid gain of 27. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Here we go. Wide 80.
Mike 5-4. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back.
Here we go. 26.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And that is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
I got you.
Here we go. Kill.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing is Wentz. Dancing to his left. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Steps away to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Wentz. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3-and-out.
58, Mike. Guys, it's game situation.
Wentz now on 1st down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3 at the 49-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
It's a gain of 10.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 30 on 2nd down, Wentz, and he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense, and they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington.
He's checking. Crash. Black, come on. 58. Blue draw quarters.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
They'll try to run with Sanders. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Trevor Williams there on the coverage. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Switch it, hey. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, one set.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Good job, fellas. Here we go. 180. Mike 58, right there. I got you, boy. Hey.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Cowboys.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Another run here with Sanders. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run with Sanders, and he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a carry for Sanders. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down and goal.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see
under pressure, and they got to him again. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Throwing, Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He's going to let it fly, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Prescott to throw on fourth. Now a desperation throw deep down. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Intended that time for Cooper. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Running right, here's Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Incomplete from the contact. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back, huh?
Then we're going to 53.
Alert
26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It's now 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, 40's Mike. 40's Mike. 40's Mike. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike's 40. Mike's 40. We got to get the ball, D.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Go. Get out there. Hey, 47. 26.
1 last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And that will get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
1 last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. 1 last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. 1 last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. 1 last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. 1 last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. 1 last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. 1 last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. 1 last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. 1 last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. 1 last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. 1 last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. 1 last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. 1 last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. 1 last
And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory.